you for coming to our pitch day. This is our third one, I believe. So a warm welcome to all the attendees, and of course the incubators that are attended here, and to the people who will be pitching today. As most of you know, Ztartup.com is UAE's first multi-sector tech incubator with a focus on technology, trade, services, films, music and arts. We are a business vertical set up by Emergency Inc., US corporation, playing the role of IP generator, incubator accelerator, growth hacker, organisation builder and corporate office for various businesses. We have various pitches that are going to present today, so we'd like to welcome the first one, which will be Christina Parabel. Again, to remind all the people who are pitching, the pitches will be 3 minutes. So we hope that you've sent in your PowerPoints, they will be put on the screen, and we wish all the incubatees and people who are pitching good luck and enjoy what's being shown. If you have any questions at the end of the pitch, please feel free, we can facilitate that as well. So thank you again for attending. So Christina, if you can please start.
Hello, hi everybody, and first of all, thank you very much for having me here and giving me this opportunity to present my project. So I am Christina Parabel. I'm Italian, but I lived for 15 years in the US, where I go back and forward. And I have been working in the US mostly as a producer, director, actress, and also communication marketing consultant.
My project, I had actually the opportunity to work with very important people and do amazing things. So all my experience and know-how, I want to put this in this beautiful project that is an artistic project, and it's a movie, a documentary movie. It's an inspirational, educational movie, and it's about the founding fathers of the UAE. The goal of this project is to inspire the people in using the power of vision. That is what the founding fathers of this country used to accomplish so much in so little time.
Yeah, please.
And the project is called The Journey of the Pearl, because it starts in the past, like in 1111 before Christ, and ends in the future. So it's a journey through space and time, and it's a narrative story. It starts with 2 kids from a poor family that are pearl fisher, and they are trying to, sorry for the WhatsApp, I'm gonna turn this off, that are trying to fish a big pearl to save their family. Finally, they find this beautiful pearl, but this pearl has the power of vision, and in every hand it goes, gives this power of vision till it goes to the ends. Many years after, we're talking in 1971 after Christ, it goes in the hands of one of the sheikhs that has the vision to put unity and unite all these emirates and create these United Arab Emirates. So and then there is the ending that is a pretty surprising switch. So this video is like 15-20 minutes. This project, where I really put my heart in that, because I'm a writer and I'm a producer and a director, so I would direct it, and I am developing the script. This is gonna have the process will last 2 years. The first years will go through all the festival circuits to, first of all, to spread the message, because what is very important in this project, it's about the message that we want to spread, this message in the world, and also let the world know the beautiful landscape of UAE. In fact, it's going to be shot in some beautiful places, and also it's going to be shot also in the studio, because there are some scenes that are in the future in the space, but I cannot reveal too much right now. So this process will last 2 years. In the first years, it will go in all the festivals, especially to the Academy Oscar Award, where because I really want to create a big stand, and I really want that the image of the UAE comes out. And so it's gonna go from there to all the other festivals: Cannes Film Festival, Venice Film Festival, Toronto Film Festival, Berlin Film Festival, and then also other minors. And then, as a second step, it will go to different, like different Netflix, Shahid, Amazon, and also to the schools, because I think that the kids has to be inspired to use the power of vision and the unity, because this is a project for family. The target is really open, a really open target. Is from the kids to the old people, because it's family centered, but it's also very educational, and teaches you how to see things and opportunity, and also when you are in a bad situation from a different perspective. I really love this country, and when I decided to write this project, my goal was one: that the audience, when stand up after seeing this movie, is gonna be very inspired and is gonna feel richer inside, with more uh, something more to have a better life, to see things in a different way, and also they would love to come to the UAE, to visit UAE. So this also has different touristic applications, and it can be used in the touristic sector. It's a very spread usage. And in the second year, after let's say the first year and a half, the revenue will start coming back. When we're gonna sell to Shahid, Netflix, Amazon, Apple, to all this network. The project is like 15-20 minutes. The budget is 280 290,000 dirhams, and it's divided in pre-production, production, post-production, and marketing. It's gonna be a little bit expensive to shoot, because there is gonna be some scene that will be shot in a studio or in the water, diving scenes, and those scenes are very expensive. Some scene will be shot in the space, in a shuttle, so there is gonna be a lot of special effects, and I really want to create a super high standard. Who are we in this project? So there is my producer, Georgia Menides, that she already did many movies in Hollywood. I have a director of photography here, Mohamed Abaziz, that I already work here in UAE. And I am looking for Emirati talents. It's very hard to find Emirati talents born in Emirati, because most of them are Emirati but not really born. But my idea is to try to put as much as local people as I can. So this is my project. I really believe a lot into this, and I'm really emotional today. Sorry if I didn't speak very well, but for me it's really important to have this done. And this is my project. This is my goal, and thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you very much, Christina. I'm not sure if you can hear us from there. Can you hear?
Yes, I'm here.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate your presentation. We did miss a little bit in the beginning, but I think we understood it at the end. If you have anything to share with us, please do feel free to send it through to Yasin, who will also share it out. And does anybody have any questions?
I can actually really do a little summary of the beginning.
That would be helpful. Just the beginning part, please.
So this is an inspirational, educational movie of 15 minutes that about a fiction story that portrays the power of vision and the family values of unity that had the founding fathers of UAE. it's a project. The story starts in 1111 before Christ, and it ends in 1971 after Christ. The title is The Journey of the Pearl, because it's all centered on the pearl, on a special beautiful pearl that was at the base of the economy of UAE. And especially about its center around the power of vision that this pearl gives to the people that comes in contact to this pearl. It starts with the scene of little kids that are trying to save their family from poverty. They are pearl fisher, and they are trying to fish a very, very big pearl to sell it and to buy a home for their family. And then they do it, they succeed, and after a lot of struggles, and so these pearls go from hand to hand, from merchant to merchant to merchant, till it goes in the end of a very powerful sheikh. And this powerful sheikh has the vision, and then he meets with the other six sheikhs, and the day when they sign the UAE, they are together, and this pearl is present. And then there is a second ending part that I cannot disclose to you right now, but it's gonna end up in the future. And this is my project. This is a beautiful story with a lot. It's very entertaining, and it's very educational. It portrays all the values, and especially is inspirational about the power of vision and of the perspective to see things from a different point of view, and how much you can improve your life. The goal of this project is to give something to the audience when they finish to see the movie, stand up and really feel inspired and happy, and change the vision and the attitude of their life. Okay.
Thank you so much, Christina. It's really a inspiring story and very interesting concept. So let me just check again. Does anybody else have any questions? No. I have just one question, Christina. Just in terms of course, you mentioned the budget. What specific other types of resources or requirements may you have other than the funding part? Is it purely funding you're looking for? Are there other resources? Is there any other support that you may require?
So for sure, I am in contact with some production company. We are a group of people, but we are considering because we are open to meet new people that want to be part of the production. We have a very good DP. We are looking for also Emirati talent, because we want to use as much as we can local people. And the production of a movie is very complicated, so everything we need a lot of resources, studio to shoot, cameras, and everything, so this is what we need. There is so many things, but the project is really beautiful, and it brings not just money, also prestige. So prestige, because you're gonna be able to go in many film festivals, and especially the standard we want to make is Academy Award standard. So this is the goal, and that's why we want to have a good amount of budget to focus on the quality and on the method.
That makes sense. Thank you so much, Christina. I really appreciate your presentation today, and of course we appreciate your ideas and you sharing them with us. So we will be in touch with you after the event, and feel free to stay online. I think you can watch the other pitches if you would like. So thank you, Christina.
Thank you so much for having me.
Perfect. So our next pitch will be by Abraham. So if we can again give Abraham a round of applause, and welcome him to the stage.
Hey Siri, remind me to renew my car insurance on 15th January. Reports. Let me try one more time.
How about a knock-knock joke? Say knock-knock, who's there?
Let me do it one more time. Hey Siri, remind me to renew my car insurance on 15th of January.
Okay, your reminder is set for January 15th, 2022.
These days, I trust Siri more than my wife because Siri listens always. Good evening, guys. My name is Abraham. I'm from Insurance Hub. I am here to botify the insurance sales process. So yes, you heard it right, botify. Why botify? But my question is, why not botify? If you look at the UAE population, we have 10 million population and we have the highest internet penetration in this region. 97% of the people are having a smartphones and 81% of the people are sitting in the WhatsApp. And still, we are facing issues in buying insurance online. We are busy sorting out which is the best product to buy for, who is going to assist you in that. There are a lot of problems that are going back and forth. So the problems are mainly like the best quotes, the quote comparisons, the follow-up calls, and who is going to give you the best price, and again, the payment part, and so on and so on. So what we are trying to do here is that to cut short the human dependency on the whole insurance sales process, because which is currently now at like near to 80%, and the insurance companies and all the platforms out here are using like 20% of the automation skills to make things happen. So we are trying to put it in a very simple way. We take the insurance sales process, we break it down, and we take all the repetitive tasks, like reading the documents, uploading the data, reading or issuing the quotes, validating the quotes, all those repetitive tasks, we break it down and we will make bots to work for that. So it's basically a blend of machine learning and an artificial intelligence. So we use the different types of bots here. So 5 bots which can create a limitless opportunities out here. So I'll quickly tell you the panel of our bots here. So the pre-sales bots, it is like a WhatsApp chat bot here. And we also have an OCR bot where it can read the data and it can fetch the data to the CRM platform for that the automation going to happen. And you must have heard about the RPA bots, which is robotic process automation. So those bots are going to help the customers to get the quotes online with less human dependencies. And of course, the post-sales, we definitely have a feedback boards to collect how is your experience on that. And this is Dina. Okay, it's a Lego themed character board, and where the Dina can be used to read the product catalogs, to give you recommendations, and to handle simple FAQs and take you to the to the next stage on that. And behind Dina, and this is the architecture, we are going to put it forward so that the board architecture will be there, and there is an omni-channel like a CRM where we're going to work out. And we work with the RPA board, which are the process automation tools, and definitely we have our partner systems, and of course, the board human sales assist is required, because if we can't, we are not claiming that we can automate it 100%. It's like we're going to achieve like anywhere between 60 to 70% automation, and the remaining 30% still we need to rely on the humans, because the sales is more like a negotiation and closing, especially insurance. And look at some of the chat templates we use in the market, and this can be replicated in WhatsApp or any other communications. And like look at what the OCR boards in our WhatsApp we're going to do. Right? If you have experienced any of the online aggregator website, okay, you will end up doing the data entry for them to get a code. And whereas the OCR boards, like in the WhatsApp, if you fetch, you can fetch all the details from your driving license and pull it back and put it in the system. So from here, what's going to happen is that when a CRM has, or a CRM has a certain amount of information, we can initiate the RPA bots to run the process to get the codes and push it back to the customers through the communication channel, which is the WhatsApp. So the process automation, it can't happen with one tool or with one simple process line. So that's the reason why we come up with 5 different bots to execute this. To coming back to what we are and all, we set up this B2C sales platform in 2019 and done the system integrations last year. and we are moving to the fully kind of automation route from this year onwards. And this is the traction we made in this year, and we are touching like 4.65 million sales. And all these numbers are purely on the conventional sales method. And because we know the pain of getting this much of numbers moving, and that too with a very low margin. And that is the reason why we thought of making a paradigm shift in the approach of modifying the sales process and to target a bigger market here. So to target a bigger market, we have to definitely, we can't say that I'm 360 degree, I'm going to shoot the entire insurance market out here. So we picked the two very interesting and the low-lying fruit in the market, which are the retail motor and retail individual. Both put together, it's like an $8.5 billion market in UAE. It's quite a lot out happening, but from the data says that more than 1 million customers are already in the digital sales channel, okay, to buy their insurances, like especially the motor insurances. And for health insurance, there's the 60 million as the available market. I'm talking about all other retail, like individual, out of the total UAE insurance market. And we see ourselves capturing anywhere like 0.25% or 2.5% of that 1 million, which we are targeting to have an active 25,000 customer base by the end of 2022. So now we'll take a look at where our competitors are here. So you must have seen a couple of very familiar names like Alfred, Insurance Market Today, Ella Compare, and you see where these people are sitting in which quadrant, when it comes to the automation and when it comes to the board and human dependence. So there are very few players that are really pushing the automation work. And you can see that how many of them have really deployed some bots in the market to make their process easy, like to reduce the human dependency. So we believe that when we have the board panels and with this process automations, we can definitely put our brand on that quadrant in the competitor space. So now, yeah, so now here, the revenue model, what we are now focusing is purely on a revenue percentage split. So we get a bite of how much premium we're going to write in this market. But from there, we are moving into a kind of a platform fee model, because all these 5 boards is going to be sitting in one platform. So this can integrate each other with APIs, so that there will be a platform fee. Is somebody out there like one of the partners, like brokers, insurance brokers, come on board and they say they want to use this platform for the board and to modify their process. So we're going to charge a flat monthly fee. And definitely the leads are always a hot cake, like verified leads. Like if I know you have a car and this is going to be the expiry, I can sell you a lead for a good amount of price. So the verified leads are always the hot cakes in this market. So definitely a fee per lead model is also which we are going to introduce very soon. And over and above, our revenue percentage split will increase if the bot dependency, if the whole sales process, the dependency on our bots is getting more and more over a period of time. So there are different revenue models we are focusing, and these are the three models which we were very soon going to be introduced in the market. And to set it up, we have a team of 3, and Jomon, who founded this brand and launched it like 2 years back. And Jomon comes from the banking background, and he turned an insurance professional, and he's like a digital marketing persona. And along with Jomon, we have Manu. He's purely a techie, and he's a founder of a tech firm in India, and he's helping us with the DevOps and implementation. And I joined the journey like a few months back, and just to help them to visualize the products and how the process journey going to be. I have like more than a decade experience in this market, in the insurance industry, work with MNCs and with the top players in this market. And most of my roles are on the relationship role. So I know where these brokers were, or where this market were like 10 years back, and where they are now in 2021. So now coming to, yeah. So now what's the future? The roadmap is that the boards have to be fully operational by the Q1. So we are giving ourselves like a 6 to 8 weeks operate window to make this operational, and to complete the branding activity, because we are using a unique Lego themed characters for these boards, so that the market will more familiarize to the branding activity. So the branding activity should be completed by Q2, And of course, the referral campaigns is something which we want to try out in this market with the help of the bot assist. And next year, the marketing strategy also will be revised by the Q3. And Q4, we're going to acquire the 25,000 active customers through this bot way. And this is what the funding requirement we're looking. We have put only the cost on that, the bot building, the DevOps and the license are the immediate requirements so that we can launch this and take off this from the revenue what we have now to the next, the target market we are sourcing. And definitely down the line, we are keeping a marketing budget, which is like a revolving fund so that we can use it and we can, keep refill and use it kind of thing. So because the continuous marketing activity is required because we are competing with the big players like insurance market, compare out there, so that the cost of the leads acquisitions are getting more and more day after day. So along with that, we have allocated for R&D and talents and resources because when we are going to be in the purely into the tech side of that, we might be require a lot of DevOps team and all. For the time being, we are utilizing the vendors out there on the DevOps team. So this is what we are seeing ourselves. So that the Q1 is very crucial for us because this deployment, we've shortlisted the vendors and all. So now it's all about taking off the project. And this is all about how we can verify these things. So I'm not claiming that we're going to do 100% verification like for the insurance. It's not going to happen. Insurance is again person-to-person sales, but we will limit that to 30 to 40% and the remaining 60-70% should happen through bots and through automation. Thank you.
I have one question. Actually, as per I know, this insurance market plays on very micro margins, like very less margin. So what is going to be your percentage of margin?
So at present now we are operating on a revenue split. We get like less than 10% on whatever the business we write. So the same method with insurance market, how they are operating is that we put it in a different way. Okay, they are doing like 200 million business in this market. Okay, and they have more than 250 employees working in their call center. So that they have a brand name. They spend a lot. It's not like $15,000 they're spending on the brand name. So their brand are out there. Like they are spending millions for that holdings on the Shakespeare Road and on the social media, Google AdSense and all. So what they're depending is they have high human dependency. So we are trying to cut short that. So how many of you have received an insurance quote and a policy in less than 30 minutes? Then you get it from the direct insurance company's website. I'm saying about an aggregator platform, saying that if you go to Yella Compare, if you go to Policy Bazaar, if you go to the insurance market, they are not an aggregator, they're just like a brand name. They have a contact form. They will make you do the data entry to fill their database. So the idea is all about, just imagine a scenario where you have Dina, the bot, sitting in your WhatsApp. Because Dina can be deployed in WhatsApp or any of the communication channels or in Telegram or any messages. So Dina is already being taught what is the basic FAQs like. Okay, what are the minimum prices going in the market? And because Dina is having an access of a product catalog, so she has a library of information so that if that chat communication happening, meaning there is a client engagement or the customer engagement is happening at this point. And next challenge for us is that who going to give you the code? Dina cannot give you the code. So some other sister board has to support Dina. So there we introduce an RPA board, which is like a robotic process automation board. So we approach the top 3 vendors in the RPA board space, which is UiPath and Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism and all. Expensive, they're damn expensive. The $15,000 per license. So that is the reason why we started bringing it down and we approached the Argos Labs, a US-based firm, and their license cost is only $5,000. And their deployment time is like 3 months time. They can make sure that a bot will issue a bot record if we have a verified and a validated lead where all the communication channels are validated. So, you know how much time the bot required to issue a code? Not even a minute. Okay. So that these things can happen when we really modify the sales process. I cannot say that fine for this particular product, okay, AXA Insurance or product B, you're going to get it in 1 minute. You go to their website and you can buy it. But insurance are not bought in that fashion. Insurance are 70% of the people are using the brokers and the aggregators. Why? Because they want the best deal ever. If I can get a 50 dirham saving, I will go for the best. Who going to give you that? you might be knowing an insurance agent, and he might be tied up with 3 insurance companies. You will only get the insurance product from those 3 insurance companies. And there are 27 people out there that are selling maybe superior products or with a better price. So only modifying the process and with a full-fledged product catalog can help them give a better customer experience. And once we have start giving that customer experience, I am creating a way for continuous client engagement. So I can run surveys, I can take feedbacks, I can ask for improvements, I can ask in between, okay, how's your experience with this particular service providers? So, but I can ask basic FAQs that you done with an accident on Friday night after your party, and you don't know where to call the toll-free number for the breakdown assistance. You have to go in Google, right? So now this board can be well acutely. So getting a toll-free number or teaching a bot is a very basic thing. It's like an ABCD of an insurance. Getting the location, where I have to take it, getting a panel of the vehicles, a panel of the garages, which are the garages I'm covered for. These all are the basic static information as sitting out with multiple vendors, multiple insurance companies, or multiple platforms. So we are trying to put it in one platform and create a library, and we deploy bots, and the bots will run around and take all the information and give you. For that, WhatsApp chatbot with the WhatsApp API connected to the central CRM system. Thank you for that, but this is what we are going to do.
Very much for that.
Yes.
Now, beautiful presentation.
Thank you.
This whole insurance buying process is a one-time process. I mean, it's yearly process rather. So, I mean, for speed, I mean, I'll just speak to an agent and he gets it done. So, why so much emphasis on bot? I mean, as a service, if you're providing bot service to, like, I mean, I was doing this Bitcoin wallet, and it was very easy for me to just scan the MX ID and all of that. Beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's a one-time activity. It's not. Why is it so disruptive to use a bot technology for a yearly or a one-time process?
Okay, coming back to that very interesting question, because the insurance penetration in UAE, it's like 1.9%. Okay, whereas the global standard is like 6.1%. So it means the awareness. I think the awareness among the UAE population is very low on the insurance, and which are the products you have. Whether, for example, if you walk out of this place and if you just bang on someone else and there is a kind of a legal liability can come up, are you covered for that? So it's a basic thing. These are all retail products I'm talking about. Yes, you are covered if you have an individual home insurance in place. Now, what I'm trying to say is that the motor insurance, of course, is a one-time method, but the amount of traffic is going into these websites. It says that there is a huge market out there. Is always looking for the best price or what is cheapest and what is going to be my best price and best service provider in the market. Because that is how the comparison websites are all survive. So the big market are out there, and there are some X amount of markets are out there saying that, okay, I will stick to one company, renew every year, no tension, nothing, will go on like that. But there's a huge market out there. Let's keep moving around. I'll give you another scenario. I'll tell you what are my opportunities. In motor insurance, I told you it's a 7 billion dirhams market, roughly like $2 billion. Insurance companies, every year, they have that set of customers. For the next year budgeting, they are saying that they will keep only 50 to 60% as a retention. So knowing that 40% of the customers will fall out. Why? Because they look for some better option. 40% of that 7 billion is the market where all the segregators are running behind. So there is a market. So there is a population out there, a target audience out there running around for the best deal. So thank you guys. Very interesting question. I like it. Maybe I'll send you another questions next time.
Thank you so much. Sorry, we have our next person waiting.
Thank you very much, Abraham. We now have Ahmed Ayadi online, who will also be pitching. So Ahmed, whenever you're ready, please go ahead, reminding you that we have 3 minutes for the pitch and again, questions afterwards. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Good. Hello, I'm Ahmed Ayadi. I'm a Tunisian naval engineer, and I'm actually CEO of Tuniboat. So I will tell you a story of Lina. Lina is a boat enthusiast. She loves enjoying new experiences. 2 years ago, she wanted to rent a boat to celebrate her birthday, but she didn't find any insured and secured boat. In the other hand, Adam, who is a boat owner, he is struggling from different fees, such as maintenance fees, fuel fees, port fees, and others that are so expensive. So he just uses his boat for few days a year. That's why we made Tuniboat. Tuniboat is a boat rental platform. It connects boat owners with persons who want to rent a boat. Tuniboat allows the boat owner to earn extra money via a real-time dashboard when he can follow his reservations, his revenue, etc. And it allows also to boat renters a large choice of boats, and they can book a boat in few clicks. In visiting our platform, you can choose the thematic trip that you want, a party, birthday, fishing trip, diving trip, cultural trip, team building, and others such as marriage proposals and many other thematic trips. In MENA region, we have more than 65,000 boats with a total of $2.2 billion. Our vision is to list more than 5,000 boats in our platform in the next 3 years. Our business model is based on pay-per-rent plan. So we take between 15 to 25% commission from the owners on each rental or each reservations via our platform. We are now the first boat rental platform in Tunisia, Africa, and MENA region. Yeah, I'm talking about local steps. Since July 2020, we made more than 400 reservations only in Tunisia. Our strategic vision is to launch our mobile app in the first quarter of 2022, to expand to UAE in the second or third quarter of 2022. In 2023, we aim to expand to more GCC countries, and 2024, our vision is to be the leader of the MENA region with more than 10,000 reservations a year. That's why we ask for 400K US dollar for marketing, to access to new markets, and to enlarge our team. We have a team of lovers. Me as a CEO, I'm a naval engineer. Karim as CMO, he is a marketing expert. Ahmed, our CTO, and Iman, our business developer. So we want to join your accelerator because we believe in you and in your expertise to become a $1 billion startup. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Do we have any questions here in the room?
Yeah, Ahmed, can you hear us?
Ahmed, if you can stop sharing your screen so we can maybe see you and talk to you if that's possible.
Okay.
If you don't mind, thank you.
Ahmed, you haven't spoken anything about the total addressable market, and which you haven't spoken anything about that.
I didn't get the question. I talked now about the TAM. What about it?
The total addressable market and the projected revenue.
Yes.
And also, how can launching an app be a strategic vision?
How an app? Yes,
Can be a strategic vision.
an app. In our strategic vision, an app is a beneficial tool. First, it will be so easy to rent a boat. in 5 or 6 clicks, you can book a boat. Second, it will be a very interesting tool for marketing, for notification push, for if we have discounts of if we have new boats in your region. So it will help us in marketing as a marketing tool. It will be very helpful.
What's the total addressable market?
It's 65,000 boats in the MENA region.
No, what's your end users total addressable market? Total addressable market.
End user.
Yeah, then, yeah.
Yes. So I talked about in the third year or in the first year, it's 2022 600 reservations a year. 2023, it's 2,000.5 reservations, and 2024, it's 10,000 reservation a year.
Thank you, Ahmed. Anyone else have any questions? I have a question. Who are your main competitors in the UAE?
We have competitors. They are international competitors. Let's say there is from Europe some boat and the Click and Boat. From USA there is sailme.com and there is Get My Boat. But their apps and their strategy is to work on Europe and on USA, not in MENA region. They are not working a lot in the MENA region because there is little difficult frameworks, legal frameworks than Europe. It's let's say a difficult market for them. That's why we are here to work, especially on MENA region, to know more about deeply about their legal framework, about customer let's say behavior. We have not the same customer behavior USA or Europe as MENA region. So that's why we are working on MENA region especially.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That's very interesting. Any more questions? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Ahmed. If you need anything else from us, we'll be definitely getting back to you by email. Thank you very much for presenting today for Ztartup.com. It was a great idea, and we will be in touch with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome to stay online if you would like to watch any of the next pitch. Otherwise, please feel free. Our next presentation will be by Ahmed El Hati. Please do come up to the stage and present your pitch. Thank you. Yes, that's your presentation.
Yes.
You can start anytime you're ready.
Okay. Okay.
So can I make it full screen? 1 second. It'll help you to make it full screen. Okay,
But to make it small, isn't it? So how can I actually remove this?
Make it fit. Make it fit. Make it fit, yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
Fit.
Which one to use to move it?
Make it fit, yeah.
That's only for PowerPoint presentation.
Do I make it fit?
That's only for PowerPoint
Yeah.
presentation.
Yeah.
No, but that's not a PowerPoint.
Yeah, that's not.
Okay.
That's a PDF.
PDF. It's called job place.
It's a PDF?
Yeah, PDF.
Okay, then download it. Okay.
Okay, please start. Please start.
Can I start?
Please start.
Okay, thank you for having me. My name is Ahmad. 1995, I graduated from Gujarat University as a pharmacist. Almost every day I'm receiving a call like that. See, I've gone to the urologist He ran all kinds of tests. He's saying, I'm fine, but I'm not feeling well. If you're not going to help me, I'm going to kill myself today. So we can go to the next slide. So this is a new concept urology clinic called Harvest. It's traditional plus telemedicine. Go to the next one. So let's make money. Now, here we are, usually clinics are targeting patients above the age of 40. But now, in the last 20 years, majority of the patients who are having sexual problems are from 18 to 40. So this is a very large segment. We'll be targeting them with a large number of products and services in a smart way. Next. So 10 days, like in 2017, I was standing in a pharmacy for 10 days, and many young people are coming to me and saying, I'm getting married soon, but I'm not feeling well, and I need you to help me. So it was actually, the major problem for them was erectile dysfunction. Very young people, less than 30. Can go to the next one. Next one, no problem, so we're going to operation then. So in 2019, Harvest was born. Next. There are 3 opportunities for Harvest in the market right now. Opportunity number 1, if we look at the graph, no, that was the next slide. If we look at the graph here, we can see that pre-1999, the erectile dysfunction was 40 to 80. Post-1999, it's 18 to 40. You can see the lower bar. If we take into consideration that in MENA region, the average maiden age is 27, so this is a very huge segment in terms of millions of potential patients. We'll go to the second opportunity. See, this is the graph here, how it is increasing over, just let's see how it is increasing, the graph. Yes. See how it is increasing from 20 to 40, it is increasing, sharp increase in number of cases, reaching 50% in some countries with a serious issue.
Do I make it quick?
Next. But between 40 to 80, it's almost stable.
Time to load.
So you can see there is a huge number of, let's keep it small like that. So there's a huge number. Then we go to opportunity number 2. They come to us, they say, I don't want to use Viagra. I want natural products, food, supplements, whatever, diet, sports, just give it to me. So this opens the door for a wide range of products and services. We can go to that. The third one is technology. We are monitoring them using this kind of watch, and they love it. They are showing a lot of improvement. So these are 3 opportunities. This shows a huge market size and how to deal with it. Next slide. So now what we have done, 2019, I started promoting it, talking about it everywhere. So I believe that don't start a business and then start marketing for it. You will lose a lot of money running it. So start marketing it, then start the company. You can go to the next one. So we'll show some marketing activities that we have done since September 2019. Go to the next slide, please. This is our YouTube and Facebook channel. We reached almost 5 million views. It's not too much, but take into consideration that this is a small segment that, and I'm not marketing it. I'm just believing that people will come to me if they need to know. So almost 5 million views we have made in YouTube and Facebook. Next. Huge increase. The second thing, we are targeting them with the quizzes and questionnaire. This is only in 90 days. We have received 1,000 respondents on our website in 90 days. WhatsApp group, hundreds of people coming every day. And 2020, September, last 2 months, we started attracting attention. People are coming to our web, you can go to the next slide. People are coming to buy from our store. We are not selling because we are not still legally formed, but people are trying to buy. People are filling the form. And here we can see that the increase in website traffic over the last just 2 months is almost 38% between October and November. The website is fairly new, just 3 months old, but in 2 months, I was able to increase 38% in almost 30 days, and expect a lot of increase in December because there's a lot of activity happening. Now let's see source of income. How we are going to deal with those people? They are willing to pay. This, I will do anything. Just make me good again. So good source of income. There are 6 sources of income. We have something called Harvest for Real. Harvest for Real is something like a a consultation with the urologist, plus 180 days using devices like these, and a free application, free packages, $499, $699, $700. It's not finalized. Lab test, ultrasound, supplement. We call something Harvest Box. We will get his food, his supplements, and that's starting from $999 up to $1,900. And then medication. So there are 6 sources of income, and they are willing to pay. They say, we will pay. No, doesn't matter. I'm 22, I'm 23, I'm 24. Now we are getting cases as young as 13 years old. 13 years old, yes. 13 years old. It's a pandemic. It's nothing great. Corona is nothing compared to it. So this is how we are going to do. We are expecting to break even maybe by second year, because we have invested a lot in marketing initially. Final one. This is how it's going to work. And I have to say that we are dealing with all kinds of patients, but this is the major income is going to come from this. We are going to run it for everyone, of course, but this is what we are going to focus on. They are young, they need to be fixed. Thank you.
Hey, brother, I have one question. See, this is the business model. We can expect lots of scam, and you're going to face. So you're doing in here in UAE, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of legal concerns because this is something related to medical, and so how you are planning to?
It's very simple. It's very simple. You set up a clinic, you bring registered doctors and nurses.
So you are not manufacturing any medicine of your own, no?
No. You take it from the market.
Okay.
Taking into consideration that there is not a single urology brand in the market so far.
Yeah.
Not a single.
Yeah.
All of them are run by a single doctor. There is no concept. There was a big group in the beginning of this millennium. It was Ilaj with a lot of branches. You don't imagine the number of calls I'm getting every day.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, 50% the percentage of erectile dysfunction with young people, 18 to 40, I'm getting calls on 13 years old on my WhatsApp.
Oh my God.
It's a huge issue. It doesn't stop. And as I said, there is no one who is investing into this because urologists come and run the test, go home. I can do nothing for you. I don't have time to do it for you. I spoke to so many urologists. They say, Ahmad, they don't have time to do that. I'm getting enough income. Why should I care? So this is a huge potential. They want to buy vitamins, omega-3. They want to buy food. They want to buy sports equipment. They want to regain their health lifestyle. And this is where we have a full plan for them. We have a full plan. We have it on the group. If you call me on this number, on my business card, you enter the group, you see that I have established a full system for them. And they are really improving within 30 days. And this is a 6 month, he has to go through a 6 month program. 180 days, he has to send me a reading every day through the application, 60 seconds test. He has to send it every day to monitor what he's doing at home, really. So it's 180 days, and 180 days is going to use so many products, which he likes. He's asking for it. I'm not going to give him Viagra. I'm not going to give him Cialis because they say, why should I use? I'm too young. Give me something else. So we have been working here since 2019, and I'm a pharmacist. I'm into the market since 2001. I'm into marketing, sales, and business development. I know the presentation needs to be fixed up, but I didn't have time. Any question?
No, thank you. No concern.
I have a question. Now, the ailment itself, ED, a lot of youngsters, they don't see, this route. Many of the people that I know, many of them are on TRT and supplements for something like this. So, and this particular issue is larger than just medication itself. This traditional medication.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why I said it's a full change of lifestyle. You need to change for lifestyle. The problem with those young people, why are you using the watch? Why are you following them up? Because he sticks to a health lifestyle for a week or two, thinking that he's going to recover, or he's just throw his mobile and say, okay, I'm not going to watch anymore, thinking that he's going to recover.
How are you competing with them? For example, there are these extremely popular YouTube channels now, like Maximus, who tell young people how to increase their testosterone level and how to cure their ED. And these are funded by, I think, even by Silicon Valley entrepreneurs. They have, I think, even Peter Thiel is one of the investors in one of them. So these are like very legitimate, and much of this information is there out for free. So, or Peter Attia as an example, Dr. Peter Attia. So a lot of information is there for free, and youngsters that I mean, people of all, men of all ages are doing a lot of self-research, including BMJ and NEJM journal papers are all available for free. So how do you compete with all of this?
One of the biggest issues I've seen in UAE in my work is that people neglect marketing.
Okay.
Marketing, they don't do marketing. I am very good at marketing, and I know how to bring customers, and I know how to make them make money. So pay for the service.
Okay.
And there is a lot of misconception in my channel or on Harvest channel, for example. I'm not just putting my pictures, I use the brand name. There is a lot of scare tactics going into the market. I'm scaring you, go buy this. It's not our style. In Harvest, we believe we have to make them feel secure, we have to make them feel safe. That's why they leave everyone, they come to us. And in the Arab world, there is not much of a professional services. All of them, they go and they say blah, blah, blah on YouTube. My videos are, or our channel videos are less than 2 minutes. Our CRT, our numbers are very high. If you look in Arabic, you see our videos in first page. So marketing, and you know how to do it. And for example, I'll show you something. Sorry. This is something, for example, by the way, we have one product already in the market, supplement, which is finished. This is something, here is the brand name, Harvest. We go to courts. You know how many people are threatening to not to get married, or he's going to divorce his wife? So we are targeting courts, high school, gym. We talk to them, we bring customers, we bring young people, especially those who are going to get married. They're targeting this segment. No one is targeting them, unfortunately, in the market. Nobody talks to them. So again, marketing, how to do it is the key. There is a lot of competitors in the market, and competition is not going to end in any segment in the market. In every segment, there is a very, very, very tough competition. If you are good at marketing, you'll be able to penetrate the market. And as I said, people are calling us without even us offering services. We have not tried, but people filling the forms, going to the website, trying to buy services.
Yes. Thank you so much.
This is the chocolate, and this is something we do, and you can give everyone, you can taste it. Some supplements also, the brand supplement.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. That was an interesting presentation. And again, like everyone else, we'll be emailing all the pictures back today. So thank you all. This was our third and last pitch day for 2021. So we'll be back in 2022. And again, if you know anyone who wants to pitch, if you have any ideas that you want to pitch, please, of course, feel free. They're 3-minute pitches, and we usually have board members here in person. Otherwise, they'll be online or they'll watch them afterwards, so we can then refer the cases. So if you have any questions for us, let us know. Otherwise, feel free to hang around. Feel free to come across to the hub, and thank you again.